Hello, good people. Before we start this poem, I need to have a disclaimer. The poem really makes it seem like no teachers care about your suicidal thoughts, which is not true. But the poem comes across this way because I wrote this poem while I was in high school, and it was something that I showed all of my teachers in an attempt to ask for help. This poem was my way of communicating my suicidal thoughts to people that I thought could help me, but no one caught on to it. Nobody saw that something was wrong. Nobody asked me if I was okay. But I was in a really bad spot, and none of my teachers were paying attention, even with something as graphic as this poem is, and that's why it's so important to me. I know there are teachers out there who do genuinely want to help you if you're having suicidal thoughts, but I never got to experience that. And I know some students don't either, so that's why I'm doing this poem. So thank you for hearing this disclaimer, and I hope you enjoy.
You put questions on a sheet of paper and sent me on a scavenger hunt inside my mind so I could answer them. You wanted me to dig through the trash in my head so I could memorize vocabulary words, so I could solve an equation. You told me to find X before wondering if I had found it within myself to want to live. No, I'm sorry, I don't have the answers to your questions, but what I do know is that wanting to die completely outweighs the fact that homework is due tomorrow. But it doesn't matter, because that isn't an injury you can see. So they say talk. But who has time to talk when we have assignment after assignment to complete? I know you see students get sent home for physical ailments and injuries, as if a broken leg lasts longer than a thought that stains the mind with the desire of not wanting to live. They say, if you have a fever, go home. If you're trying not to kill yourself, open your books to page 230, answer questions 1 through 55. We will have a test tomorrow on the information you cover in the homework assignment. You're scared to say your life is everything you don't want, because you're scared their concerns are still going to be the format of your essay. It's funny how if your brain gets you straight A's, that it doesn't matter if it takes away your desire to continue living. At school, most girls have body issues concerning beauty and self-esteem. They wonder when they would find confidence within themselves. Others worry about when the earth would find their lifeless bodies in itself. Their worries were never being able to explain to their families why they wanted the soil to become a bedroom they would never have to be told to clean, and their graves a bed they would never have to wake up from, so set no alarm. Because to some, the only problem they have with their body is the fact that it has a soul inside of it. And you want to know about my plans after high school. They ask what college you're going to before ever asking if you're okay. There is no fault in tending to the tears in the skin or the breaking of the bones, but the breaking in the heart and the urges to make it worse should be just as important to those who can help. Because there are some with high GPAs when they're afraid of heights. Because to them, 1A on their report card says more to the teacher than what's really on their mind. Because for some, it is too late. For some are already dead. And you missed the funeral because it was during school hours.